Morning, y'all. Happy Sunday. It's 10:45 and I'm hungry. So I'm going to make me some stuffed peppers. And if you go back through my videos, you see I do a lot of peppers. I like peppers. And I like stuffed peppers because they're so versatile. You can do anything with them. You can add anything or not add anything. You can make it really basic and simple, or you can add a bunch of junk in it. Today I'm going to add a bunch of junk. And I'll show you as I start building everything. But right now I got 8 ounces of button mushrooms. I just roughly chopped them. I got to put these in a pan, saute them down, and let them break up a little bit, because Terry won't eat them if they're big hunks of pieces like that. So I got to sweat these down a bit, let them cook. And then let me get this started. Throw this in a skillet with some oil and we'll be back. Okay, you can see some liquid starting to come out of these mushrooms now. I did add about maybe a third of a teaspoon or half a teaspoon of salt to this. Now here I got one leek that I cut up, soaked, rinsed off 3 or 4 times, got the sand out of it. We're going to put the leek in there. I got one small onion I chopped up a while ago. I'm going to bring it over and throw it in here and sweat these vegetables down. That's what we're doing. We get the onion. One small onion going in. I'm going to put a little fresh cracked jack in there. Another half a teaspoon of salt. That'll be enough. A little garlic powder. I gotta find my garlic powder. And let's see, I'm gonna say a teaspoon of garlic powder. Dead soldier. So we'll let this sweat down a bit, then we'll be back. Okay, you can see all my liquids are evaporated and my pan's getting pretty dry, but my veggies ain't cooked quite enough for me yet. So I gotta hit them with a little oil and let them keep sweating down. But I don't want to run this pan completely bone dry. I figure I got another 5 minutes yet sweating these down. So we'll put a little lubrication in there and continue cooking. And here, I'll show you something right quick. My spice cabinet. That's just part of my spices. And I know I'm missing a lot of stuff, but I'm out of a lot of stuff. I gotta pick it up this week. But that's just some of my spices. I likes me some spices. So there you go. We'll be back in a few. Okay, so I got these about where I want. And now I'm gonna deglaze this pan with some Chablis, a little white wine. That's only because I don't have any red right now. So we'll put some wine in there. And get all the stuff off the bottom of that pan. And then we just got to basically turn the fire off and let this sit and cool until we put it in the meat. Because I don't want to put these hot veggies in that cold beef. So our skillet's all deglazed, or mostly. We can turn the fire off. And we just let it sit and cool. So let's sit here for about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. And then we'll come back and start building us some stuffing for our peppers. Over here, you filming yet?
Yeah.
Okay, over here I do have 2 pieces of bread that I cut up. And I'll put a couple of tablespoons of milk in there. I'm going to need to add a little bit more milk. But we'll let that soak down while the veggies cool. So I'll get some milk in there and we'll be back. Okay, so I think I'm ready to go here. So I got just a little over 3 pounds of ground chuck here, 80-20. We're going to put that in there. And I'm going to put rice in it. Sometimes I add rice, sometimes I don't. Today I just feel like adding some rice. So we'll put maybe 2 handfuls of rice in there. Something like that. Now, This is uncooked rice, and the rice will not cook completely in the peppers. So when you're eating, you'll get a little crunch every now and then, and I like that. That's why I do that. You can cook it ahead if you want, but I choose not to. And then we're going to put our milk and breadcrumbs in there, or bread, soaked bread, not crumbs. And I'll get my
vegetables.
Huh?
Your vegetables.
Get my vegetables. They've cooled off sufficiently now. We'll put them in there. And get them all out of there. And my seasonings I'm going to keep pretty simple today. Look out, Sarge. Now let me do this first. I'm going to do some, what's this here sauce. And I'm out of the good stuff. But I think I got enough. That'll be enough. So I have to go get some more of the good stuff. Get some Brooks ketchup, because you know me. That's all I'm going to use. Just put you some ketchup in there. And not that much. 1/4 of a bottle maybe. And a little bit of salt. We done salted the vegetables, so we don't need a lot, but there's 3 pounds of meat in there, so I'm gonna say a teaspoon almost. Bunch of fresh cracked jack. We're gonna turn this crank about 27 times. And when I can see the pepper, I'll have enough.
I can see the pepper.
Oh, can you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm blinder than you, so that'll be enough. And here's a granulated onion. And I'll just dump some of that in there. And oregano. You know I'm going to put oregano in it. That'll be enough. A little garlic powder. And what we gotta do now is mix it. Now, you don't want to overwork this, or it's going to get. And you're laughing at. In this case, you don't want hard meat, but you gotta get it together. You gotta mix all this stuff together. So, but don't overwork it. That's the main thing. Just get it thoroughly combined, incorporated with one another, so everybody gets happy. So let me do that, get this all mixed up, and then we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've got this combined, and I can see it's too wet. So I'm going to have Terry throw some breadcrumbs in here for me. Just sprinkle some in there. Come on, you ain't going to hurt me. Okay, stop. And we'll mix that in and see, get it all come together. Get a little drier. I don't want it completely dry, but you know, I don't want to put a really wet thing in there. So anyways, give me about that many more and we'll be done with that, I think. We're good right there. That'll be enough. So we just get this mixed about. And you see, I'm working my meat pretty gentle here. I don't want it, the more you work it, the tougher it's going to be. And so you just basically want to get everything incorporated. And we about got that accomplished. So now I got to do is stuff these peppers. And you can see there's a lot more meat here than I got peppers. But that'd be okay because we can make a meatloaf then. So we got me a pepper here. And they all got lids on them. And we're just going to put some stuff in here. And fill it up. Don't pack it too tight, but fill it up. And so let me get these done. Now I'll be back in a minute and show what we do next. That's what we got. So we've got our peppers all stuffed. I got me a bottle of meat here, which I'm calling a meatloaf. And Terry, being the culinary genius that she is, she says, "But meatloaf won't stay together like that." And I said, "Sure it will." So we'll see when we get done cooking. who was right, me or the lady that never cooks?
I don't have to cook, I have you.
Yeah, this is true. Now, I know I got a pan that's too big for what I got, but this pan is the only pan I got that'll hold this rack. And that rack's going to come in handy later, and you'll see why. No, I did not blanch these peppers. They're completely raw. I don't like blanching my peppers first. I like them.
Raw.
Yeah, I like to chew on them when they're done.
Crunchy.
Yeah, so they won't be completely wilted down. So we're got an oven set at 350. We're gonna go in. We'll let these go for an hour before I even open the door, and we'll be back. Okay, it's been an hour and 6 minutes. Let's pull them out and look, see what we're looking at. Well, it stayed together, but it's kind of split at the top. Get my thermal pop here and see what kind of temperature we're reading. 127. It ain't ready. Go figure. No, that ain't right. It says 152 there. 150. Check a pepper. And that's 140, 150, 153, 153. Check this one back here. 148, so we're close. So what I'm going to do now is throw all this stuff away. I don't need the tops anymore. Get us some ketchup and put some ketchup on top there. And he's going to go in the oven probably another 20 minutes or so. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to cover the tops of all this with ketchup, and then we'll shove it back in the oven for about 20 minutes. I got some potatoes about ready to mash. And I got some leftover barbecue baked beans that I did yesterday. So we'll be eating in a half hour or so. So, let me put this together, put it back in the oven, finish it up. We'll come back and show you what it looks like when we're done. Be back in a few. Okay, reason for the rack. When this meat cooked down and everything, all the grease came out of it and the liquid and everything. That's all still in that pepper. And I want that in there because that's going to help cook the rice and the meat and everything. But right now, I really don't need that grease. So, get you a knife and just make you a slit in that pepper. And you see the liquids come out? See, they all come out? So you get rid of all your grease that way. And we'll just make a slit down there. Just like that. And that's how I do my peppers. Just go about halfway up the pepper or so, and get in there and then cut through. Just like that. See all the liquids come out? So now you get rid of all your grease. And there you go. You saw it here first. So, get these back in the oven. We're going to eat in a half hour. Be back in a few. Okay. So that's what I ended up with. My meatloaf held together except for that split on top. So the culinary genius that Terry thought she wasn't.
Well, it didn't stay together. It
split. Well, fucking cake split when you bake them. I mean, bread splits when you break it.
We were both right.
No, we ain't never both been right. So
no, you're always wrong.
This is what we got here. I got my plate made. Terry done ate half of hers.
Shut up.
So, what do you think so far, Terry? Is it edible?
Yeah, except for those nasty mushrooms.
Yeah, Terry don't like mushrooms, and I tried to cut them up as best I could. So that's what I look like, or that's what it looks like. And like I say, I mean, stuffed peppers, you can do anything with these things, man. You can add anything or not add anything, and don't mind the ketchup on my finger, y'all. Just Bear with me. I love stuffed peppers, man. I love peppers. Peppers are yummy. So. Still crunchy, which I like that. Man, this is good. This is so good. So there you go. That's what I did today. Man, that's good. Y'all make you some stuffed peppers, man. Put whatever you want into them. Leave whatever you want out of them. It's all going to be good. Nice flavor on the peppers, though. Nice flavor. The filling is top notch. Don't forget the oregano, man. You got to have the oregano. Okay, I'm going to quit eating. No, I'm going to quit talking so I can eat. We're going to end this video. Y'all give me a like, give me a share. Share me with all your social media fans. Thanks y'all for the lovely comments we got in the last couple of weeks. I had some great comments. A lot of new subs, and I appreciate that. This is what we do here, man. We cook, we drink beer, we have fun. Y'all have a great week, and we'll be back next time.